Live.
Well, everybody is waiting for everybody to get out. I'll try them talking about the people everybody talk about. And all the pretty people party while the bloody people proud. Picking it up, but then I'll put it back down. Picking it up, but then I'll put it back down. Picking it up, but then I'll put it back down.
Live from Silicon Valley.
What up?
Both teams have taken the field and we're ready for tonight's kickoff. Nice kick, plenty of distance. This one is fielded by Jones.
Need a shot to the top with the plots to get rich. Tell ya, exact it is. Up next it is. Success it is. Yet the best protect. This ain't whack. This hit is off the rip with it. This is the beast, baby. Out for another.
1st and 10. McGahee, the lone back. Is there for the tackle at the 29. Gain of 9 on the play. It's 2nd down and 1 to go. McGahee, the lone setback. Breaks the tackle. Urlacher is there on the stop. Thompson is getting up very slowly. It looks like he'll head toward the sideline, and we'll get you an injury report as quickly as possible. One of the great running backs in the league, John, up against one of the league's top defensive units. What do you think?
Well, I will say one thing I think we've learned from the last couple of seasons is that a great defense beats a great offense. But this one could still go either way.
Vick sends a man in motion. Cross play to the right. Chavis is there for the tackle. McGahee wasn't able to get anything going on that play. Ball on their own 33. Gates is on the right of the formation. With the throw. He went up there, he got it. James records the tackle. Led him perfectly that time. 5th play of this drive. Ball at midfield. The Saints with a 4-man front. Hand off on the draw. Williams is there for the tackle.
On the
So the
carry.
halfback gets
Gain
about
of
2 on the draw.
on the play.
Sixth play of this drive. Ball right around midfield.
Squad! Lucy! Come on, let's go!
With the pass. Ooh, nearly picked off. Rogers was deep down the field, but couldn't haul it in. Brown with the coverage. Seventh play of this drive. The Saints come out in a dime package. With the throw, almost intercepted. The defender got in between the ball and the receiver again. Hakeem is back to receive this kick. Here's the punt. He's waving for the fair catch.
Now this is a big-time play by the special team. The punter does his job, and he puts it where the returner can't catch it. And the coverage team does their job by getting into position to knock it back into the field and pin him inside the 10.
Out of the I formation. Drops back. Steps up into the pocket. With the pass, he finds his man. They pick up 14 yards on first down. Thompson returns after spending time on the sideline with an injury. Hand off to the tailback. Taylor pulls him down. Portis rumbles forward for a gain of 4. About 6 to go. Only one man in the backfield. Clark moves in motion. Looking upfield. Marino records the stop. Portis rumbles forward for a gain of 4. Two yards to go. It's the toss to the left. Jones gets right in there and brings him down. The ball carrier stops short. That'll probably lead to a punt. Harris is back to punt. Here's the kick. From the 24-yard line. Only one man back. Well played. Dropped behind the line for a loss of 1. So on the draw, he can't get free from offensive lineman.
Yeah, he shedded his blocker and he moved in for the stop behind the line.
Second and long. Johnson lines up on the right side. He was hit just as he threw. McGee ran the short pattern, but couldn't pull it in.
The intended receiver on the play.
Johnson is lined up on the right. Gets the pass off, and it's intercepted. He appears to be fooled by the zone coverage as the timely interception is made by Russell.
He's going to have to take more of what the defense gives him and not try and shoot for a big play so often.
After the interception, they'll set up shop at the 31-yard line. Burris slotted to the right. It was a sack with the defense in man-to-man coverage.
When you play man-to-man that well, it limits a quarterback's options, and it'll result in a sack sometimes.
They'll convert for the first down if they can get the ball inside the 21. Smith out of the gun. Burris goes in motion. Dropping back. Good call that time, John. With a blitz, he never had a chance.
If your tackles don't have quickness, that gives those speed rushing guys a chance to push the pocket while creating pressure on the quarterback.
On third down now, they have to get it to the 21-yard line to pick up a first. Out of the gun. Drops back, stepping up. Throws one up in the end zone. It's batted away.
This is just a beautiful play to force the incompletion. I mean, he gets up high, and he turns what could be a touchdown into a heck of a defensive play.
He gets off the long field goal try. It's good.
He's one of those guys who really works hard at what he does. And you can see that hard work paying off when you make a kick like this one.
They pick up 3 points on the drive, but they can't be happy with that third down play.
Now, I'm not sure they aren't. What separates good teams from playoff teams is the ability to execute in the red zone. And execute is the key word here. If you don't do it to them, then they can do it to you.
Nice distance. This one is handled by Jones. The last time the defense was on the field, they forced a bad throw, picked up a takeaway. So they have 1st and 10 here. McGahee in the backfield. Johnson, the motion man. James comes up to make the play. So after that run, we can see how the two main threats on the ground have fared so far. Ball on their own 23. New Orleans comes out in their nickel package, closing in with the throw, and the catch is made. Brown didn't have much room to do anything with that ball.
Yeah, they had the coverage, and they made the sure play instead of trying something fancy, like going for the pick.
Two yards to go. The Saints line up in the quarter defense. Throwing. Gets his hand on it. It's tipped away by the cornerback.
That's a good job of reading and timing the play so the receiver can't make the catch.
Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the punt. The officials are trying to determine where it went out of bounds. Ball on their own 35.
Get in there! Roger!
Burris is lined up on the right. Dropping back to pass on 1st down. Under pressure, gets the pass off, and he hits his target. Alex Smith is getting up very slowly. It looks like he'll head toward the sideline, and we'll get you an injury report as quickly as possible. It's second down and a long way to go. Portis, the lone back. Tosses it right. Dropped in the backfield for a short loss. So they're unsuccessful in that attempt to the outside.
And maybe they ought to try and run around the other tackle, because that side of the field didn't give up anything on that one.
Alex Smith returns after spending time on the sideline with an injury. Burris is on the right of the formation. Drops back with the pass. He hits his receiver. The 40. Taylor comes up to make the play.
Reception. Gain of 12 on the play.
Harris is ready to punt this one away. Here's the kick. He signals for a fair catch. Ball on their own 18. New Orleans comes out in their nickel package. Crosses it out to the right. He's brought down behind the line for a short loss. Took it to the outside, but it leads nowhere.
You know, that didn't work out on that play, but I like what they're trying to do. By running the ball to the outside, they're trying to get the back one-on-one with a cornerback on the outside. If he can find a way to get by him, he can bring it a long way.
Jackson lines up behind his fullback in the eye. Gets the toss to the left. Russell created problems in the backfield on that play. They tested the perimeter, but nothing doing.
Well, even though it didn't work on that play, I like that strategy. They get their back running full speed around end, looking to match him one-on-one with the smallest guy in the field.
Deep in their own territory. Out of the I formation. With the throw, picked off. Obviously looking for them to go to the air. The defense was right in position to intercept that throw.
Great play, great execution. Now that's what defense is all about.
So after the interception now, it's 1st and 10. They line up in the I formation. Hand it off to the back. Polamalu comes up to make the play. 8-yard gain. They'll need to get the ball inside the 15 to convert for the first. Portis, the lone setback. The back breaks free. Taylor makes the stop. They caught the defense out of position.
And this defense is susceptible to that kind of thing. They're very aggressive, and the counter's designed to take advantage of that. You get them all going in one direction, and you cut back against the grain.
9 yards, they'll be in the end zone. Give it to the halfback. Quarles comes up to make the play. On 1st and goal, they can't get into the end zone. They need 2 yards to get it into the end zone. Burris lines up on the right side. Fakes the handoff. Throws to the end zone. Close to a touchdown, but he couldn't get his feet in.
This is one of the most practiced situations in football, trying to catch a pass in the end zone, because it's one of the hardest things to do.
It's 3rd and goal at the 2-yard line. That's the first time he's brought the quarterback down tonight. This will be a chip shot. And it's up. He sends it right through the uprights, his second field goal of the game. They don't pick up very much yardage on that drive, but they do walk away with 3 points. Vinatieri comes in to kick off. He got all of that one. This one is taken by Jones. In the last series, they forced a bad pass and got the interception. It's 1st and 10. Gates is lined up on the right. Vick with a man in motion. Going to the air on 1st down. Steps up with the pass. And it's intercepted. The 40. Excellent man-to-man coverage on that play as he comes away with the takeaway. After the defense gets the takeaway, they're now set to go at the 30. Only one man in the backfield. Leslie is there for the tackle. Portis gets the handoff on the misdirection play and picks up 6 yards. They have to get the ball inside the 20 to convert. Clark in motion. Crosses it out to the left. He's brought down behind the line for a short loss. Portis couldn't pick up any blocking on that play. And they find themselves in scoring range. Burris is lined up on the right. Pressure coming. The defense has it. Can't get it from behind. The defense just gave them the ball on the takeaway, but then they give it right back. Following the interception, it's now 1st and 10.
Okay, here we go.
The Saints come out in a 4-3. They give it to the halfback. Rucker is there on the stop. So let's take a look at how this back compares to the opposition. Eight to go. New Orleans comes out in their nickel package. Vick with the dive, and he's down at the 30. Picked up a few yards on the scramble, John.
He's one of those guys who's willing to run to make something happen. You have to be aware of that kind of thing on defense.
Ball on their own 30.
Stay low, D. We need it now, D, now.
New Orleans comes out in a 4-3. McGilly, the motion man. Hand off to the tailback. Young brings him down at the 33. 1st down coming up after that run. It's 1st and 10.
Stay low. Lucky.
The Saints come out in a 4-3. Chavis is there for the tackle. Top-notch tackle by the safety. Fifth play of this drive. 7 yards to go. The Saints with a four-man front. Drops back. Pressure. Williams uses his speed to get to the quarterback.
Yeah, he's got some great moves, and he combines that with a very quick first step.
They're looking now at 3rd and long after the sack. The Saints come out in the quarter defense. Closing in. John, the offensive line just can't stop that rush.
Yeah, they did a good job of getting upfield and taking them down.
Hakeem is the deep return man. Here's the punt. And he waves for the fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 27-yard line.
They give it to the halfback. Adams comes up to make the play. And now our viewers can see how successful each team's main running threat has been today. Seven yards to go. Third down and long coming up here. Smith will work out of the shotgun. Throwing short to the right side. Portis was the intended receiver on that short pass. So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the kick. And he signals for the fair catch. Ball on their own 28. The Saints come out in a 4-3. Hand it off. Deloach with the tackle. Jackson kept his legs moving, gets 7 hard-earned yards. Second and 3 coming up here. New Orleans goes with a 4-man front. Johnson, the man in motion. Toss play to the right. Dropped in the backfield for a short loss. Jackson was dragged down before he could get to the line of scrimmage. About 4 to go.
The defense really bears down on third down.
On the pull, play action. Gets the pass off, nearly intercepted. Thompson had his hands on it.
I think he was invisible out there. Wasn't even seen. And that's a break for the offense.
So they'll line up to punt after going 3 and out. Here's the punt. From the 31.
34-yard punt. Return for a gain of 1 yard.
First and 10. They'll go from the I formation to carry it. Polamalu is there on the stop. Good job up front as the line springs the back for the first down.
The thing that happened there was the offensive line did a heck of a job of blocking that blitz, and that allowed the back to get through the line and into the secondary.
Ball on their own 47. Only one man back. Adams is there for the tackle. He couldn't reach the corner on that run.
Yeah, as a back, you need to take what the defense is going to give you. That time, they wouldn't give him an inch.
Second and long coming up here. The Raiders come out in a nickel package. Gets rid of it. The pass is picked off. Looked like he didn't even see him. Excellent zone coverage that time by Hall.
He telegraphed that pass. You got to look off your receiver. Maybe see if you can get him to bite on a pump. If you stare down your receivers, the defenders are going to be cheating to that direction. They're going to give them turnover opportunities just like that.
So they're ready to go on offense after the interception. They'll start at the 41. Only one man back. Hand it off to the back. Brown records the stop. A yard, maybe two on the draw. Now let's have a look at what our runners have done up to this point. Ball on their own 43. New Orleans goes with a four-man front. Is there on the stop. Gain of about 5.
5-yard gain on the play.
Ball at midfield. Gates is on the left side of the formation. They'll go with a play fake, looking long down the right side of the field. It's batted away. Johnson was the one they were trying to get the ball to. James had the coverage on the play. Now here's the punt unit as the defense forces a 3-and-out. Here's the kick. Won't take a chance trying to return this one. He won't have a chance for a return here. First and 10. Only one man back. Up short is there for the tackle. And that's a gain of about 8. It's second down and 3 to go. Only one man in the backfield. Smith sends a man in motion. Taylor brings him down, and they'll move the sticks on that run.
And this is the thing. With these misdirection plays, the back starts one way and then comes back the other way, and right there it worked pretty good.
Cover! Short bag! Short bag!
They line up in the I formation. On the ground. Jones is there on the stop at the 36-yard line. Gain of 3. So at the end of 1, the score is 6-0. And we're ready to start the second quarter. 7 yards to go. They'll go from the I formation. Smith with a man in motion. Taylor is there for the tackle. Portis picks up some tough yards on the ground, and it's enough for a first down. That's his second on this drive. And this is the fifth play of this drive. Only one man back.
Lucy. Hide it now. Come on. Watch it go.
They give it to the halfback. Loses one tackle. Polamalu is there on the stop. Portis has shown why he's such a threat on the ground and gets closer to 100 yards rushing. They have to get the ball inside the 45 to convert for the first down. The backs are lined up in an I. Crosses it left. Moreno makes the tackle. The Saints are handling the defense right now. They haven't even had a third down in this drive. Ball on the 43-yard line. Clark in motion. Going to the left. Jones is the guy who's there to bring it down. Not much there.
1 yard
Maybe a
gain
yard.
on the play.
They have to reach the 33 to convert.
Buck boy. Come on, let's go.
Only one man in the backfield. Taylor is there on the stop at the 36 for maybe 5 yards on the counter. They have to reach the 33 to convert. Throws it. And it's complete. They'll spot this one at the 20-yard line. Nice read, finding the receiver who was in single coverage. Tenth play of this drive. They're inside the 20. They'll go from the I formation. Fakes the handoff. Dumps it off. Gets his hand on it. Smith had to unload that pass in a hurry.
Yeah, and that's something the defensive coordinator mentioned in practice this week. Making the quarterback throw the ball before he's ready to throw it.
11th play of this drive.
Delta, switch one.
Going to the right. Stopped behind the line, loss of a couple. The linebacker brought him down to the turf. And this is the 12th play of this drive. And they find themselves in scoring range. The Raiders come out in a nickel package. With the throw, it's broken up.
All he can do is look at his hands and wonder what the heck happened.
Receiver on the play.
And Vinatieri comes in to try a 41-yard field goal. The kick is up. Vinatieri contributes his third field goal to cap the drive. They take a 9-point lead on that field goal. And, John, they put up 3 points. Kickoff team lines up. Sends it sailing. This one is fielded by Jones. Forced a 3 and out on the offense's last possession. First and 10. Only one man in the backfield. Chavis is there for the tackle at the 23, and he picks up about 4. Seven yards to go. The Saints with a 4-man front, looking for room. Urlacher is the guy who's there to bring him down. Good pickup on that play as they try to get the running game going. Establish something big. Third and inches. They'll go from the I formation. Chavis records the stop. Perfect execution on the counter play as they move the chains. The Saints line up in a 4-3. Thompson makes the tackle. Nice tackle by the linebacker.
3-yard gain on the play.
And this is the 5th play of this drive. 8 to go.
Come on now, bust the play.
The Saints come out in a nickel back. Stopped behind the line.
21
Lost
with
with
the carry.
Gahey couldn't get out of the
1 yard loss
backfield.
on the play.
And this is the 6th play of this drive. 8 to go. Gates lines up on the right side. Throws it. It's batted away. Russell with the coverage. Hakeem sets up to run back the punt. Here's the punt. And he chooses not to return this one.
Out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
Strong right, strong right. Hear that, Cole?
He gets the carry. Jones makes the stop, and he continues to assert himself with the running game. Second and 7 coming up here.
X right. Wide, wide. Run. Come on now. Short bag. Robber.
Hands it off to the back. Taylor comes up to make the play. Portis runs it through the middle, a gain of about 6. Ball on their own 26. Weaver brings him down, but they get enough to move the chains. It wasn't drawn up like that, but enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, when he dropped back, he didn't see anyone break open. There wasn't much else he could do but take off with it.
Ball on their own 26. Portis, the lone back. He loses it. The Saints recover it. Fifth play of this drive. 9 yards to go.
Come on and get it. Delta.
The backs are lined up in an I. Burris comes in motion. Gets the pass off. The defender's got it. The defender was all over that one. So after the interception now, it's 1st and 10. The Raiders come out with 3 receivers tight.
Here we go! Here we go! Raise a two! Raise a two!
Hand off to the tailback. Urlacher is there on the stop at the 27-yard line. McGahee takes advantage of a little daylight, picks up 3 yards. They'll get a 1st down if they can move the ball inside the 19-yard line. Under pressure with the throw. It was tipped. Bryant Young looks to be shaken up after that play, and we'll get you a report from the sideline when we get the information. Johnson is lined up on the right. Dropping back. Pressure coming. Gets the pass off. And he dropped it.
He put the ball exactly where you want to put it.
The receiver on the play.
David Akers comes in to attempt what will be a 44-yard field goal. And it's up. The kick is good. The Raiders can take the lead by getting into the end zone. And the defense holds them to 3 on that drive. John, could have been worse. Leckler is back and ready to put this one in the air. Good distance. From the 2-yard line. The 20. The last drive ended with an interception. So let's see what happens as they take over again. Bryant Young returns to the game after being shaken up earlier. Carr comes in motion. Handed off to the back. Polamalu is there on the stop at the 33-yard line. Portis kept his legs moving, gets 7 hard-earned yards. Ball on their own 33.
Robert! Let's go!
Only one man in the backfield. Quarles with the stop. A yard, maybe 2 on the counter play. Third and 1 coming up on this play.
Come on with the stomp, D. Lights out. Lights out.
Ricks moves in motion. Looking upfield. Taylor makes the tackle. Nice job picking up enough to convert for the 1st down. Ball on their own 42. Out of the I formation. They give it to the halfback. Dropped behind the line for a loss of a couple. No gain on that play as the linebacker slipped in almost unnoticed.
Yeah, he did a great job getting in there. He was looking for the run before they even snapped the ball.
2nd and long. The Raiders come out in a nickel package. Throws it. Incomplete pass. Burleson was deep down the field, but couldn't haul it in. And this is the 6th play of this drive. Burris is on the right of the formation. With the pass, incomplete. So it'll be 4th down now. Harris will come in now to punt it away. Here's the kick. Fair catch called for. First and 10. Jackson, the deep back. He'll pass it at first down. Stepping up, gets the pass off. It's broken up. Johnson was the one they were trying to get the ball to. Chavis had the coverage on the play. The Saints come out in a 4-3. Give it to the halfback. James makes the play. Just about 3 yards on that draw. It's 3rd down and 7 to go. The offense has had trouble moving the sticks on 3rd down so far. So we should see the punter after they fail to convert on 3rd down. Good defensive stand there. Now they'll punt it away after a 3 and out. Here's the punt. The officials are trying to determine where it went out of bounds. Ball on their own 38. Only one man back. Ricks goes in motion. Down he goes. Good pass rush that time, John. They brought everyone on the blitz, and he went down hard.
That's one of those cases where they have more rushers than you have blockers. When you get the blitz coming, you have to go to your hot receiver in that situation.
Ball on their own 33. Smith will work out of the shotgun. Stepping up, gets the pass off. The defender's got it. The 40. So the defense combines an excellent pass rush with good coverage, and it becomes a turnover.
And the key to the play was pressure. They force a quarterback to get rid of it before he's ready. And when he's rushing his throws out there, bad things are going to happen to this offense.
After the interception, they'll set up shop at the 31-yard line. New Orleans comes out in a 4-3. Hand it off to the back. Lucas records the stop at the 27-yard line. After that turnover, here's how both teams are doing in that department. They'll convert for the first down if they can get the ball inside the 21. New Orleans comes out in the quarter defense. Russell is there on the stop, and that gain will get them a fresh set of downs. They're inside the 20. New Orleans goes with a 4-man front, powering ahead. This one will be spotted at the 14-yard line. 4, maybe 5 yards on the count. First down marker is just inside the 9. New Orleans lines up in a 4-3. Loses the defender. Refuses to go down. Rucker brings him down.
This is tough running here. Let's watch him as he gets through right here, and he breaks a tackle and he keeps moving forward. I'll tell you, this guy's hard to bring down.
Going to the right. Young stops him for negative yardage. A very impressive stop by the defense on first down and goal. It's second and goal at the 12. The Saints line up in a 4-3. He shakes the defender. James comes up to make the play. Didn't get the blocking they needed, and now it'll be third down and goal. It's third and goal at the 6. Gates is lined up on the right. Pressure, lobs one into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders.
Watch his catch by the tight end. I always say the tight end is always more of a threat in the red zone. He's a big target, and his skills sometimes cause matchup problems for the defense.
The kick is up. The point after is good. They take the lead by 1 point after the touchdown. And they move ahead after a well-orchestrated drive.
They were clicking on all cylinders that time, and they found the right spot in the defense to attack.
Leckler is just about ready to kick this one away. And he got all of that one. A great kick. This one is handled by Hakeem. In the last series, they forced a bad pass and got the interception. Ball on their own 24. Portis is on the right of the formation. With the carry, play action. Closing in with the throw. Incomplete as the defender knocks it away. Quarles got a hand up and tipped that pass away.
And that's just the kind of play they've come to expect from him. He always seems to make the big play just when they need him to.
Out of the I formation. Taylor pulls him down. Only a yard by the halfback. Here is a third and long situation. The defense lines up in the nickel. Under pressure, throws it, and it's caught. Wesley is there for the tackle at the 41-yard line. A 15-yard gain right there. It's 1st and 10.
Stay home, Mike. Bring him up.
The backs are lined up in an I. Hand off to the tailback. Weaver comes up to make the play. Portis didn't have much to work with on that running play. So it's 2nd and 10. Handed off to the back. You can hear the collision up here. Portis takes it up the middle for a yard or two. The 6th play of this drive. 9 yards to go. Out of the shotgun. Pump fakes. With the pass, it's broken up. Edwards was his intended target. Jones will go back to accept this punt. Here's the punt. Fair catch.
I'm twice your size, you in defeat. A word to the wise. Don't say a peep. I'm the elite, you're just on the rise. You cannot stop me, I am too cocky. Y'all can just watch me, I'm on the prize.
So they have 1st and 10 here. New Orleans comes out in a 4-3.
Okay, here we go.
Williams is there for the tackle. He tried to pick his way through the middle, but there was no room.
That's right. And when the middle of your offensive line is eaten up like that, you got to try and get to the outside. But they wouldn't let him get away.
2nd and 10. New Orleans using 3 linebackers. And to the tailback, Rucker records the tackle. Gain of 2. Ball on their own 18.
Stay on him. Going deep.
The Saints come out in a nickel package. Throws it. Chavis pulls him down. Rogers caught it short of the 1st down marker. Leckler will come into this game to punt. Hakeem looks like he's ready for the return. Won't take a chance trying to return this
Fair
one.
catch made at the 34-yard line.
Two-minute warning coming up. Burris is lined up on the right. The protection broke down there.
They got to find a way to give him a little more time back there. The defense was in man coverage, so he had some options out there in the secondary. He just didn't have the time to decide where he wanted to go with it.
Now they're looking at 2nd and long after the sack. They'll go from the I formation. They give it to the halfback. Polamalu is there on the stop. Portis takes advantage of a little daylight, picks up 3 yards. So 2 minutes left before halftime.
Stay on him. Now's the time. Don't give him nothing.
Out of the shotgun.
Deep out.
Dropping back, rolls right, pumps, gets rid of it, and he hits his target. The Saints get the 1st down again after being faced with 3rd and a mile for the 2nd time on this drive. The coach is having them hurry it up. Smith sends a man in motion. Going to the air on 1st down. Gets the pass off, and his pass is completed. Taylor is there for the tackle.
I like to hurry up here. It's a change of pace, and it's a way to get the defense uncomfortable.
Pressure coming. He surveys the field. Can't avoid the rush. Shelton Forrest will start getting some extra attention now that he has 2 sacks.
When a player gets 2 sacks, the offense has to devise a strategy so that they won't let him take over the whole game, which could happen.
Pressure goes with a short pass to the right side. And he throws incomplete because he had major pressure.
The corner came on a blitz, and he sprinted for the quarterback. Guys love the opportunity to get a sack. And that time, he just missed taking him down.
Harris comes into the game for the punt. Jones lines up deep for the punt return. Here's the kick. Fair catch called for. A little over a minute left. Vick back in the shotgun. He'll pass on 1st down. Mike Rucker got to the quarterback again. His second sack.
The offensive line is going to have to talk about how they can slow this guy down. I would start to slide towards him.
Running the ball on second down seems to be the best choice for them. Now in second and long after the sack.
Get at him, dude.
The backs are lined up in an I.
Bring it. Bring it. Bring it. Bring it.
He's brought down behind the line
Timeout
for a
called
short
by the
ball.
defense.
Trying to find some room in the middle, but there was no place to go.
He brought some extra guys up on the run blitz. They got penetration, and they shut the play down.
Ball on their own 9.
Watch the seam.
The Saints line up in a 4-3. Going to the right. Gives the ball off. James comes up to make the
Calls a
play.
timeout.
That third down run comes up short, so we should see a punt here. Leckler is back to punt. Here's the punt. And so the punt goes out of bounds.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll probably be playing a soft zone cover, so he should have options underneath if they go with the pass.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
No seam.
Smith out of the gun. Dropping back to pass on first down. Gets rid of it. He finds his man. Ball is there on the stop. And they go with a no huddle.
Watch the draw. Watch the draw.
Drops back. Punts. Steps up. Closing in with the throw. He hits his receiver. Polamalu is there for the tackle at the 20-yard line. The offense is going to hurry things up here. With the pass, and the catch is made. Burris makes his second catch for a first down on this drive. And Vinatieri is trying to give his team the lead with his field goal attempt. Vinatieri has now made 4 field goals. They'll take the 3 points, but if they had to do it all over again, they would have called something else on third down.
They sure as heck aren't going to want to give those points back, that's for sure. But you can't be completely happy with a field goal. It's a sign of a good job left half done.
The Saints are ready to kick this one off. Squib kick. From the 14-yard line. And this should be the last play of the half.
Stay low. Press.
Out of the I formation.
Down.
Gates goes in motion.
Mad dog over.
With the carry, Chavis comes up to make the play. It's the end of the second quarter with the score. New Orleans 12, Oakland 10. Just about ready for the second half as they line up for the kickoff. Nice kick. Plenty of distance. This one is taken by Burleson. New Orleans is holding on to a slim lead. It's 1st and 10. It's the call. Spins away from the tackle. Lewis is there on the stop. The delayed handoff nets them about 2. Ball on their own 21. They'll go from the I formation. Tucks it away. Quarles makes the tackle at the 25. The linebacker comes up to make the tackle. Five yards to go.
Stick on! Stick on! Back on! Back on! Set! Come on now, let's do this! Hey! Come on! Come deep!
Dropping back, under pressure, throwing. Incomplete pass. Burleson was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
The intended receiver on the play.
Harris is ready to punt this one away. Hall sets up, waiting for the punt. Here's the kick. And he waves for the fair catch. First and 10. Hart records the tackle at the 47-yard line. Gain of 7. They need about 3. The Saints come out in a 4-3. Looking for room. Gardner is there for the tackle. McGahee takes advantage of a little daylight. Picks up 3 yards. Third down, less than a yard.
Watch the run! Step up!
New Orleans goes with a 4-man front. Throwing. And it's caught. Big pop that time. They convert for the first down on that throw.
And they ran the perfect play to get those couple of yards.
It's first and 10. Tillman makes the tackle.
He's looking pretty good running the ball. And I'll tell you, that sure takes a lot of pressure off your quarterback.
They'll have to get the ball inside the 31 to convert for the first down. New Orleans lines up in a 4-3. Hands it off to the back. DeLoach stops him at the 33-yard line. The defensive tackle surged through the line to bring the runner down. And this is the 6th play of this drive. 2 yards to go.
Big play! Big play!
I think this defense looks forward to these third down situations because they've been stopping them today.
Incomplete. Rising appeared to feel the pressure there.
That's what the defense has been talking about. Make this guy throw it before he's ready. It's just that little split second early that can cause an incomplete pass or even an interception.
David Akers will try to put them ahead with this field goal. Here's the long attempt. It's good.
He's one of those guys who really works hard at what he does. You can see that hard work paying off when you make a kick like this one.
They pick up 3 points on the drive, but they can't be happy with that third down play.
Now, I'm not sure they aren't. What separates good teams from playoff teams is the ability to execute in the red zone. And execute is the key word here. If you don't do it to them, then they can do it to you.
He got all of that from the 1. The
Kickoff
defense
return
forced a punt
27
the last
yards.
time after 3
Number
plays.
81 on the return.
Only one man in the backfield. Burris, the man in motion to carry it. Taylor is there on the stop. Portis eclipses the 100-yard mark on that carry. Two yards to go. Only one man back. Going to the right. Quarles with the stop at the 38. Good job getting past the sticks on that run. Ball on their own 38. Burris lines up on the left side. On the move. Drops the interception. Didn't even see the defender, and it almost ended up as an interception.
Yeah, maybe he was expecting man-to-man, and they dropped into a zone. It threw off his reads and where he thought the defense was going to be.
Base! Base! Here we go! Here we go!
Portis, the lone back.
Stay home, Mike! Can't go.
Throwing. Pass ball's incomplete. It looks like it's going to be an interference call. The only question is against
on the defense. Number 38, first down.
This one goes against the defender.
Both the offensive and the defensive player have a right to go for the ball there. But it looks as though the defender just decided to tackle the receiver rather than play in the pass.
Hand off to the tailback. Ball comes up to make the play. Portis couldn't find an opening and was brought down very quickly. They'll have to get the ball inside the 31 to convert for the first down. Right will work out of the shotgun. Dropping back. Gets rid of it. Incomplete as the defender knocks it away.
He has to do a better job of looking off the coverage before he makes a throw like that.
Sixth play of this drive. The Raiders come out in a nickel package. Gets the pass off. Incomplete pass. Hakeem was the intended receiver on that play. Wilson had the coverage on the play. Harris will come in now to punt it away. Here's the punt. He's waving for the fair catch. Great coverage by the kicking team as they downed it at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, they did a heck of a job of getting down there and setting up their defense with great field position.
Backed up against their own goal line. The Saints with a 4-man front. Morris makes the play. So a pickup of maybe 3. Inside their own 20. Jones is on the left side of the formation. Pressure coming. They reached him just as he was throwing. Francis was his intended target. And here's a look at each team's success on 3rd down so far. Johnson lines up on the left side. Dropping back. Gets rid of it. Almost picked off. He deflected it just in time to avert the completion. Leckler will come into this game to punt. Here's the kick. From the 46-yard line.
38-yard punt, returned for a gain of 4 yards.
Ball on the 40-yard line. Starks makes the stop. The defensive tackle shed the blocker and makes the tackle after a short gain. They have to reach the 30 to convert. Pressure rolling out to his right. Good coverage scheme there, creating problems for the quarterback.
Yeah, they had all the receivers covered in man. Any pass would have been a difficult completion.
They have to reach the 30 to convert.
This team has to start converting on third down if they're going to be successful.
Rosen. He hits his receiver. Leslie records the tackle. The Saints get the big strike again for their second long third down conversion on this drive. In field goal range now. The backs are lined up in an I. Gets the call. Quarles with the tackle. Gain of 5, maybe 6 yards there. Fifth play of this drive. And they're on the doorstep now, down by less than a field goal with the ball in the red zone. Gets the pass off, and the catch is made. Burris rolls in the pass for a first down. He's picked up both first downs on this series. And they find themselves in scoring range.
Okay, here we go. Come on.
Closing in, wrapped up. An embarrassing day for the offensive line as they've now given up 8 sacks. They'll need to reach the 3 for a first down. Only one man in the backfield. With the throw. Ooh, nearly picked off. Right is the injured player on the field. He'll be coming out for this next play, so we'll find out what the story is. Eighth play of this drive. Smith sends a man in motion.
Come on, D. Stop him here.
Dropping back. Gets rid of it. Almost intercepted. Ricks was the intended receiver on that play. Vinatieri will put them in the lead if he makes this. And it's on its way. The kick is good. The Saints are now leading here in the second half. And so the drive downfield stalls and ends with a field goal.
They couldn't get that final push through the red zone, but their kicker came out and made sure they got at least some points on the board.
Harris in to kick this one off. They'll return this one from the 10-yard line. It's loose. The Saints grab the live ball. The 10. They'll take the fumble all the way back. Touchdown. So they'll try to tack on the extra point. And it's up. The point after is good.
Need a shot to the top because the plot's to get rich. Tell ya exact it is. I'm next for this. Success it is. Yet the best protect. This ain't whack. This hit is hostile. Rep for this. This is the beast, baby. Out for another.
Kickoff team lines up. Booming kick downfield. From the 3-yard line. Ball loose. The Saints scoop it up. A lot of space in front of it. They'll take the fumble all the way back. Touchdown. Interesting call here because they'll try to make it a 3-possession game by converting on the 2-point conversion. Hand off to the tailback. The 2-point try is no good. The Saints are lined up for the kickoff. Sends it sailing. This one is fielded by Brown. The last time the defense was on the field, they scored on a fumble return. Ball on their own 26. Johnson is on the left side of the formation. Gets rid of it. He hits his receiver. Francis is stopped as soon as he makes a catch. It'll be second down now. Ball on their own 27. The Saints line up in a 4-3. Slips the tackle, hurdles through. Tillman makes the play.
This is a great block. Watch here. He just barrels into the defender, taking him right off the turf. Now that is a textbook block right there.
Hand it off. Breaks free of the defender. Fox comes up to make the play. Had a tough time bringing him down, but finally do before he gets to the marker. First down marker just inside the 43. New Orleans using 3 linebackers. give it to the halfback. Morris is there on the stop, but they allow them to pick up the first.
3 yards.
So he works his way past the marker for a first down. And this is the 5th play of this drive.
What's up?
New Orleans lines up in a 4-3.
Check 2.
On the carry. Clark takes him down. The safety came up to make the play. They have to reach the 30 to convert. The Saints come out in a 4-3. Up to the tailback. Bowen gets right in there and brings him down. Defensive line playing that one perfectly, John.
Yeah, they sure did. What the offense was trying to do there was make it appear like it was a pass play and hand the ball off to the back after the defense goes flying by. Just didn't happen out there on that one.
Rodgers will work out of the shotgun. Bumps, stepping up, throwing. He couldn't control it.
And there's not one wide receiver who can ever claim that he's never dropped a pass. It's just part of the game.
Leckler will try to pin them inside the 10. Here's the punt. He signals for a fair catch. Ball on their own 20.
Watch it right.
They'll go from the I formation. They give it to the halfback. Wesley makes the tackle. Gain of 2. Ball on their own 21.
Stay home. Stay home.
Smith starts out of the shotgun. Drops back. Gets rid of it. And it's complete. He caught the pass but didn't go anywhere.
Nope, they were on him like glue.
Ball on their own 26. Burris lines up on the left side. Looking to run it here. Setting up play action. Gets the pass off. Picked off. It's intercepted. The 20. He didn't look off the defender, and that's why they'll be coming off the field. So it's a first down with great field position after the interception. Jones is lined up on the right. Play action. Stepping up. Huge hit. He read the blitz, just couldn't get rid of it in time.
When the defense brings extra guys in a rush, you have to make your reads more quickly. You probably have time to look at your first read, maybe even your second, but you got to get your hot receiver pretty quickly involved, or you're going to take shots like that.
The Saints line up in a 4-3. Drops back. Under pressure with the throw. The pass is picked off. He was looking for single coverage. Got it, but the throw was off target. So they're ready to go on offense after the interception. They'll start at the 23. The backs are lined up in an I. They give it to the halfback. Hall makes the tackle. Kept it on the ground, picks up about 7. Ball on their own 30.
Watch it draw.
Portis, the lone back. Handed off to the back. Taylor records the stop. Portis has been clearly a big part in their offensive plan, now has over 125 yards rushing. It's 1st and 10.
Stay home, Mike. Bring it,
Morency lines up behind his fullback in the eye.
Find her out. Come on now.
Hand it off. Lewis with the stop. Morency rumbles forward for a gain of 4.
4 on the play.
Ball on their own 40.
Stinger! Stinger!
Hand off to the tailback. Drummond records the tackle. Morency has gained enough for another first down, his second of the drive. And this is the 5th play of this drive. Ball right around midfield.
Cover!
The Raiders come out in a nickel package. Roman stops the play in the backfield. It's 3 tackles so far for him today. Looks for a seam in the middle, but there's nothing there.
The defense had great penetration, and they were right there to cover their gap assignments.
It's 2nd down and a long way to go. With the carry, just won't go down. Lewis is there on the stop. Lewis appears to have sustained an injury and will make his way to the sideline under his own power. They have to get the ball inside the 42 to convert.
Come on now! Back to play!
Portis is lined up on the left. Hand it off. Nice play fake. With the throw. Jumps, and he has it. Sheds the pin. Quarles is there for the tackle at the 26. Threw it behind his receiver, but it's still brought in for a first down. Eighth play of this drive, and they find themselves in scoring range. A lot of space in front of him. Dives ahead. They'll down him at the 15.
Here's what happened. You get a guy who can move around back there. The defense gets busy covering everyone, and they forget about the quarterback. He gets past that marker and picks up a first down.
Smith sends a man in motion. Soft lob to the end zone. And a flag on the play. This one, I think, is on the defense.
Pass interference on the defense. Number 23.
He
First
did
down.
prevent the touchdown, but it won't be easy now for the defense to stop them.
Yeah, sometimes an interference call can be the difference between the offense getting 3 or getting 7.
It's 1st and goal at the 1. On the call. Nice play fake. Picked off in the end zone. The defender with room to run. Huge play to pick that ball off in the end zone.
And not only is that guy taking the ball away, he's taking possible points away.
Lewis is back in there after getting taken out with an injury earlier. Johnson is on the right of the formation. Gets rid of it. The pass ball's incomplete. Led him too much. A lot of speed on the field for the defense as they line up in the quarter. He hands it off. Clark makes the play. And the ball carrier was brought down by the safety. Third and 7 coming up here.
Come on and get it. What's a bootleg? Cowboy.
Only one man in the backfield. With the throw, completed pass to the wide receiver. And he is bumped out of bounds at the 23.
This is good communication between the quarterback and his receiver to keep the chains moving. They know where the first down marker is, and they recognize the type of coverage the defense is playing. The ball is there, so is the catch.
The call on the field stands. New Orleans will be charged a timeout.
And the coach took a chance, knew he'd have to lose a timeout, but that's the way it goes.
That turned out to be a good call. Even though it was challenged and they lost, the only thing they lost in the end was a timeout. The gain would have been much greater had it gone the other way.
With the pass, and this pass is completed. Williams is there for the tackle. Good play to pick up the first, getting it to one of their speedsters.
He's one of the most dangerous receivers. Like to get the ball in his hands because he can break a long one at any time.
And this is the 5th play of this drive. The Saints come out in a nickel package. Morris with the stop. Gain of 2. Sixth play of this drive. 7 yards to go. New Orleans comes out in their nickel package. Breaks free. Bowens comes up to make the play. Busted through for a few tough yards. And this is the 7th play of this drive. They need about 3. Johnson is lined up on the left. Good protection with the throw. Broken up.
He has a knack for making a big play. That was another one right there.
Leckler comes into the game for the punt. Burleson is back to receive this kick. Here's the punt. They'll spot this one where it went out.
At the 26-yard line.
Base! Base! Dog left! Dog left!
Only one man back. Rummel is there on the stop. What a run, netting them a first down. First and 10. Hand it off to the fullback. Taylor makes the stop at the 39. So a pickup of maybe 3.
Gain on the play.
$7 yards to go. So we've reached the end of the third quarter with the Saints ahead of the Raiders 28-13. And we'll start the fourth quarter. Ball on their own 39.
Wide right!
Burris is flanked to the right. This one is handed off. Play action. Pressure coming. Gives this one a ride to the left. just couldn't get that pass under control. Tough break for the offense. He just couldn't bring that pass in.
Even though that pass was incomplete, that kind of pass stretches the defense, softening up the middle for passes underneath, while allowing the running game to take advantage of a little more room at the line of scrimmage.
Portis, the lone back. Throwing. Pass was incomplete. Smith was under intense pressure.
So many passing attacks in the NFL rely on timing. When you can put pressure on the passer, you never give him a chance to get into a rhythm, and you force him to throw the ball before he wants to.
Harris is back to punt. Hall back to return. Here's the kick. This one goes out of bounds. Ball on their own 37. Johnson is lined up on the right. Surveying the field, gets pulled down from behind. He's been thrown to the turf 5 times today. Now they're looking at 2nd and long after the sack. Only one man back. Drops back. Pressure. He surveys the field. It's free. The Raiders scoop it up. Can't pull him down. Ball on their own 29.
Keep him in front.
The Saints line up in the quarter defense. Gives this one a ride to the left. He had a shot but couldn't come up with it. Missed opportunity right there. Three plays, they lost yardage. Here comes the punter. Here's the punt. From the 33.
38-yard punt, return for a gain of 3 yards.
It's 1st and 10. Portis is the deep back. And he just got leveled.
The offensive line loves to run block, playing physically against the defensive line. They've done a heck of a job of it out there today.
Ball on their own 40.
Shotgun! Shotgun!
Out of the gun. Go with the draw. Fumble. Loose ball. The Raiders pick up the fumble. The ball bounces their way, and they can now hand it back to their offense here in the 4th quarter. After the fumble recovery, they'll set up shop at the 34. The Saints line up in a 4-3.
Down to switch one. Bring him up.
Hand off on the draw. Boom is there on the stop at the 29. We've updated our turnover stat, and it looks like this. They'll need to get the ball inside the 24 to convert for a 1st down. The Saints come out in a nickel package. With the pass, picked off. It's intercepted. Rodgers picks the wrong spot to throw to. It'll be a turnover, John.
Yep, sometimes you think you can sneak one by, but then the defense makes a great play on the ball and beats your receiver to it.
So after the interception now, it's 1st and 10.
That's a bootleg.
Only one man in the backfield. Give it to the halfback. Can't bring it back. Marino comes up to make the play. Morency takes advantage of a little daylight. Picks up 3 yards. Second and 7.
Shotgun! Shotgun!
Burris lines up on the left side. Burleson moves in motion.
Come on now! Back the play!
Drops back with the throw. He hits his receiver. Leslie makes the play.
Offside. On the defense. Number 52, first down.
First and 10. To carry it. Brumman records the stop. Morency rumbles forward for a gain of 4.
On the play.
They have to get the ball inside the 42 to convert. Polka comes in motion. Hand it off to the back. Ball is there for the tackle. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run. And this is the 5th play of this drive. About 2 to go. Burris is on the left side of the formation. Closing in. Goes with a short pass to the right side. Burleson was the intended receiver on that short pass.
The intended receiver on the play.
He'll try to place this inside the 10. Here's the kick. Fair catch called for. Ball on their own 20. The backs are lined up in an I. Hand off to the tailback. Morris records the stop. Moats takes advantage of a little daylight. Picks up 3 yards. Ball on their own 22. They'll go for the shotgun. It's rid of it. Nearly intercepted. Tillman was there on the coverage.
Number 29, the intended receiver on the play.
Jones is lined up on the right. Drops back. With the pass. Jumps and hits the catch. Williams comes up to make the play.
This is a guy who comes to play, and he seems to make big catches when they really need him. This time they needed to convert on 3rd down, and he's there for the reception and the first down.
Cowboy! Watch your right!
Throwing. And this pass is completed.
This is what they have to do. Keep making completions down the field and move the chains. Watch this one. He knows he's got to get the first, and he picks the right guy to throw it to.
Hands it off to the back. They'll mark it at the 28. Jackson with a nice burst through the middle that time. 5-yard pickup. They'll need to get the ball inside the 24 to convert for a first down. Out of the gun. Under pressure. Steps up into the pocket. Rolling right. DeMoss did a great job breaking through, getting there for the sack.
Yeah, it's a great play because he had to slip the blocker, then use his speed to get back there. And he just made it look simple.
They'll need to get the ball inside the 24 to convert for a first down. A lot of speed on the field for the defense as they line up in the quarter. He finds his man, and he goes out at the 13.
Perfect execution to get this first down. Look at it here. He knows how far they have to move the chain, and he gets it by making the right decision and laying it in there like that.
Come on, let's go. Bring him out. Base.
With the carry, Clark stops him. Jackson kept his legs moving, gets 7 hard-earned yards. Six yards to go for a touchdown. New Orleans lines up in a 4-3. Brown comes up to make the play. Moats couldn't escape the pursuit and was cut down quickly. And this is the 10th play of this drive. And they find themselves in scoring range. New Orleans goes with a 4-man front. Pressure coming. Throws one up in the end zone. Gets his hand on it. And the last place you want to drop a pass is the end zone.
The only thing he wants now is to get another chance. The coach might even want to go to him in the next play.
This is a situation where they just have to go for it. Dropping back. Pressure. Steps up. With the throw. Drops the interception. They fail to get the first and turn it over on downs.
At this point in the game, they need a big play. Sometimes high risk equals high reward. They might try a different play next time.
That's a bootleg. Get up, D. Get up. Set. Robber,
Rick,
robber.
the motion man. Gives the ball off. Marino with the stop. Portis runs it through the middle, a gain of about 6. Deep in their own territory. He tucks it away. Starts, makes the play. So they pick up enough to convert for the first down.
4 on the play.
First and 10. From the gun. They'll pass on first down. Throwing. Is there on the stop. Carlson makes the catch but doesn't get very far.
That's what the mark of a solid defense is. They close in on you in a hurry, and they don't miss tackle.
Ball on their own 21.
Take that.
Morency in the backfield, looking upfield. Taylor records the tackle. About a 4-yard gain there. Ball on their own 26. Burris is on the right of the formation. With the throw, goes up, makes the catch.
The catch
A
is made for the
15-yard gain
first
right
down.
there on third down.
two. Man goes over. Man goes over. Set. Come left. Come left.
Flings it to the outside. Incomplete pass. Ricks was the intended recipient on that short throw. Seventh play of this drive.
Base. Base. Cover.
Burris is lined up on the left. Clark in motion.
Come on. Top deep.
Closing in. Stark gets to him in a hurry.
He really overpowered the blocker that time. He's a big, strong man.
They're looking now at 3rd and long after the sack. The backs are lined up in an I. Looking upfield. Loses the defender. Roman comes up to make the play. Well, that didn't cut it. Now they're looking at 4th down.
They made the decision to just keep it on the ground. Take time off the clock, not force anything. This is the luxury of being ahead.
Harris is ready to punt this one away. Paul into return. Here's the punt. He signals for a fair catch. It's 1st and 10. Williams using 3 linebackers. It's loose. The Saints recover, running with purpose. Big turnover in the 4th quarter. They stay on the ground instead of putting it up, and it backfires. And they're ready to go on offense after that fumble. They'll start at the 21.
Okay, here we go.
Burris, he's on the left side of the formation. Washington makes the stop. Brought it down and ran with it, but couldn't find any room.
That's a good play by the defensive unit. They let the play develop, and they were right there to bring him down when he decided to run.
They're in field goal range. So with the ball in the red zone, they have a very good chance of extending that lead. It's free. The Raiders pick it up. So they lose possession after fumbling it away. Following the turnover, now it's 1st and 10.
Delta, switch one.
On the call, Stronger. Engelberger is there on the stop at the 15. So a gain of about 1. It's 2nd down and 9 to go. The Saints line up in a 4-3. Under pressure, steps up. He was hit just as he threw. Gardner comes up to make the play. Gates picks up about 4 yards on that play, so they'll be looking at 3rd down.
Hey!
5 yards to go.
Bootleg. Let's go.
Only 1 man in the backfield. With the throw. Incomplete pass. Francis was the intended receiver on that play. So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the kick. From the 37. Finds a small crack, but they get to him quickly and bring him down at the 45. They line up in the I formation. He hands it off. From is there for the tackle. Or maybe 5 yards on that carry.
On the play.
It's 2nd down and 6 to go.
Goose! Goose! Bring it!
Burris is on the left side of the formation. Quarles records the tackle. Just a short gain that time, John, after the scramble.
You're not going to catch those guys out of position very often. That time they were right there to make the stop before he could get very far.
3rd down. To convert, they have to get it to the 45-yard line. Hand off to the tailback. Adams is there on the stop. Good pickup on the ground as they convert to the first.
Here's the thing. They were looking run and brought the blitz, but the back just used his vision and elusiveness to avoid him and get past the marker.
Offset strong! Check 2! Check 2! Robber!
Morency moves in motion.
Stay home! Stay home!
This one is handed off. Can't bring it home. Schauble is there for the tackle. No gain.
No gain on the play.
The first down marker is just inside the 32.
Base! Base! Set!
Smith with a man in motion. Gets the call. Dropped in the backfield for a short loss. Good play by the linebacker to get into the backfield and stop the play for no gain.
I'll tell you, that comes from watching a lot of film and knowing the tendencies of the opponent. That was a heck of a play.
First down marker is just inside the 32.
Set! Stay on him! Stay on him! Corner!
Handed off to the back. Schauble is there on the stop. Conservative play call there as they stay on the ground but come up well short due to a fine stop by the defensive end. Harris is trying to pin their offense inside the 5. Here's the punt. And he waves for the fair catch. The Saints come out in a 4-3. Dropping back. Throws it. Almost picked off. He easily could have taken that one all the way back.
He's back in his zone. He's reading. He sees the quarterback the whole way, and then he gets a chance at an interception. He just didn't finish the play.
Jones is on the left side of the formation. With the throw, gets his hand on it. Great job by the defender to tip it away.
Crossing!
Moats is the deep back. Throwing. It's going the other way. The 30. Tillman makes the fourth quarter interception. After the interception, they'll take over in good scoring position. Only one man back. He gets the count. Dropped in the backfield for a short loss. Nothing doing that time, John, as the linebacker gets there quickly.
He's one of those guys who's a sure tackler. He'll move up and play physically at the line, come on a blitz, and play the run just about as well as anyone on the defense.
They'll have to get to the 10 to convert. Burris is lined up on the right. Dropping back. Throws it. And he's knocked out of bounds at the 14-yard line. Smith throws that pass for a gain of 7. They'll have to get to the 10 to convert. This one is handed off. Ball loose. The Saints pick it up. Not much more than an extra point here.
Number 4 is lined up at the field goal.
And it's on its way. The field goal attempt is good. The Saints are now well positioned for a victory with virtually no time left for 3 scoring drives.
Yeah, the defense really needed to force a punt there. They couldn't get it done. This one is over.
And they're able to get some points out of the drive with the successful field goal attempt.
Hey, that's why you have your kicker. You put him in position to come through, and when he does, it gives your offense confidence. They don't have to do it all. They can rely on him to get points too.
Sends it sailing. From the 1-yard line. The defensive unit forced an interception the last time they were on the field. Ball on their own 29. The Saints come out on a 4-3. What a tackle from behind. And it looks like they're going to go with a no huddle.
Loss of 4 on the play.
Strong left! Strong left!
Pressure coming. Throwing. And the catch is made. Francis continues to be a reliable target. That's his 3rd catch of the game. 3rd and 9.
Shut him down! Let's do this! Go long!
Dropping back. Gets rid of it. And it's intercepted. James comes up with a big play for the defense. After the defense gets the takeaway, they're now set to go at the 35-yard line. This one is handed off. Weston comes up to make the play.
Defensive line has been getting good penetration. They've done a great job of shutting down this running game.
They need to reach the 25 to convert.
Get at him, dude! Keys!
Morency, the lone back. Is there for the tackle. Good gain on the ground gives them what they needed for a first.
That's just good running. They sent a couple of blitzes in to try and stop him in the backfield, but he just broke free and got past the sticks for a first down.
Just over a minute still to go. Handed off to the fullback. This one will be spotted at the 15. He doesn't have blazing speed, but he'll just run you over if he has to.
And he'll come out of the backfield and make a few catches, too, if you forget about it.
They have to get it past the 14 to convert for the first down. Morency, the lone back, with the carry. Jones makes the tackle, but is beyond the marker, so they pick up a first down. First down coming up after that run. Fifth play of this drive. They're within striking distance here.
Here we go! Here we go! Set!
You give it to the halfback. Adams with the stop. Morency battles his way forward for what appears to be a 2-yard pickup. And this is the 6th play of this drive. Down inside the 15. Hand off to the tailback. Washington comes up to make the play. And he's now closer to 100 yards rushing. And time runs out. The game is over. The final score is New Orleans 31, Oakland 13. This game is presented by the authority of the National Football League and EA Sports. Any publication, rebroadcast, or other use of the descriptions and accounts of this game without the expressed written permission of EA Sports is prohibited. This is Al Michaels. Good night.
Live from beautiful downtown Redwood Shores, California, it's the EA Radio Show with Tony Bruno.